This is going to be interesting. Our next guest is a foreign policy guy. We usually talk to him about North Korea, China, something like that. But he came to us and he's fired up about that ad that's on the screen there, the Gillette ad about toxic masculinity. Christian Whiton, former State Department senior advisor, with us now to talk about Gillette. What's your problem with the shaving commercial?
Well, Stu, and of course, before I was a foreign policy guy, I was an MBA guy. Basically, we have this problem with companies, and I am a PR guy as well, of companies allowing liberal PR departments to run amok. You know, it was one thing when Benetton, a clothing company appealing to mainly cosmopolitan liberals, ran highly politicized ads in the 1980s. One was gruesome. It depicted Ronald Reagan as if he were dying from AIDS to enter politics. That didn't do well for Benetton. But now, fast forward, you have major brands like Procter & Gamble, which owns Gillette, running an ad about toxic masculinity. Other companies, Delta, Starbucks, Nike, who are alienating half of America or more by needlessly weighing into politics.
So your opinion is not based on the politics of the commercial. It's based on the idea that any company would jump into a political controversy in the form of an ad. That's your problem.
Well, it's both. The commercial itself is nonsense. It decries something that really doesn't exist, this whole over-the-top takedown of males in our society. But it's one thing if a company is going to be hurt by a policy. If something coming out of Washington, a new health care law, a new tax law, is going to hurt a company's bottom line, hurt its employers, hurt its customers, that's one thing to weigh in. But to do so needlessly, just to jump in gratuitously, and frankly, it's this cosmopolitan insularity that affects much of corporate America. They're in these bubbles, and they talk about diversity and multiculturalism, but they fail to understand the points of view of over half of America.
All right, Christian. Look, I was really surprised when you came to with this idea, because I just think of you as foreign policy and that's it. I didn't know you were an MBA guy as well, but you make a very valid point. Why jump into a controversy when it's not necessarily going to do you any good? Point taken. All right, we'll take it from there. Thanks very much indeed, Christian. Next time we'll talk about North Korea, Kim Jong-un, or something like that, okay? We'll see you soon.
Sounds great. Thanks, Stuart.